Hi there! Hi guys, this is KoreanBilly and welcome back to my channel. As you guys may know, I usually make videos about British dialects and British accents, and I've noticed that I have never talked about the reason why I make those British dialect videos, right? So in this video, I'm going to talk about the reason why I love British dialects. Well, it's kind of like a long story, but I'm gonna make it short. So first of all, I think I should talk about my background. I'm from South Korea, and since I was a kid, I've always been kind of like familiar with being exposed to dialects because my hometown is not the capital city of South Korea, where people speak standard Korean, standard language. My hometown is Busan, and Busan is like really far from the capital city Seoul. It takes about 3 hours by train, so people in Busan have really kind of a different kind of language, different kind of Korean. So people in Busan do speak in the Busan dialect. So since I was a kid, I've been always exposed to Korean dialects. So when I'm in my hometown and talk to my old friends, I usually just speak in the Busan dialect, which is not the standard Korean. So I think it's kind of like a natural thing for me to get exposed to different kinds of dialects and speak in a particular dialect. So when I went to the UK and first heard different kinds of British dialects and accents, I was kind of like shocked, but I got really interested at the same time because I already knew different kinds of Korean dialects. So in the UK, I kind of like found out that there are different kinds of dialects in the UK as well. So I was kind of like really fascinated. At first, I was quite confused by, different kinds of accents, so I couldn't really understand what, people in different regions talked about, but I got really into that, so I started to learn different kinds of British dialects, and I enjoyed learning different kinds of British dialects, and here I am. I now make videos about British dialects and British accents. So from my childhood and from my hometown, to be honest, I can't really get away from my dialect because my mother tongue is actually the Korean dialect one. So both in Korean and in British English, I think I kind of like enjoy learning more about different kinds of dialects, and I kind of like enjoy speaking in different kinds of accents and dialects. And secondly, I don't think it's only about my childhood and my hometown. In my opinion, when people speak in a dialect, I just find it really friendly. I don't know why, but I don't know if you guys also think about that. So for example, when I go to Liverpool and Scousers speak in the Liverpool dialect, like alright la, what's going on la, something like that, I find it just really friendly, and it kind of makes me open to them more easily. And I can kind of feel like there's a bond between those who speak in the same dialect. So when I speak in that dialect as well, I kind of feel like I am in that community as well. And when I try one dialect when I'm in that region, people really love, my doing the dialect, and people kind of like become quite open to me as well. So I think speaking in a dialect also really helps me to, break the ice and get into a, friendly relationship quite easily. So I think dialect is a really great thing to start a conversation and get into that community and experience their own local culture. So I think that's also one of the reasons why I really love different kinds of British dialects. I don't know, I just kind of an image that British dialects are just so friendly. Those who speak in different dialects just sound and look very friendly to me. Well, it's not like London people are not friendly, but I just feel that way. And also, it's not about my getting into British dialects, but I think British dialects are such precious things as well. I think a dialect is a part of a language, and a language is a huge part of a local community and local culture, right? So when we take a look at one dialect from one particular region, I think we can kind of understand how the culture is in that particular region. So understanding different kinds of dialect really helps me to understand different kinds of local culture. And the thing is, these days, dialects are disappearing. And that means local culture, like great part of local culture, is disappearing as well. For me, I think a dialect is a great part of a local culture, but it's kind of sad that that local culture is disappearing. So sometimes I think dialect should be kind of like preserved, protected in some way. But it's not like we should learn dialects and we should teach dialects to all the children and next generations. But I think it would be quite sad that we forget all of the, different dialects and forget what used to be a really a precious thing to local culture. So I think that thought is also one of the reasons why I make videos about British dialects. Well, I'm Korean anyway, but a dialect is not a kind of like belonging to particular people. So as long as I love British dialects, I think I can just join those who love British dialects in the UK. And actually, 2019 is the United Nations Year of Indigenous Languages. So during this year, I believe there will be a lot of things going on about indigenous languages as well as British dialects. And for me, that sounds really exciting. And what do you guys think? Well, some of you guys or most of you guys must be from different regions and have your own languages. And do you love your own language, which is a dialect? And does your dialect make your life different or make things different? Well, it would be also very interesting to hear what you think of British dialects. Well, anyway, I've been talking a lot of things about the British dialects, and I hope now you guys understand the reasons why I love British dialects and how I think about British dialects. And still, on this channel, I am going to cover everything local, which would be local dialects and local culture. So, hope you guys would look forward to my next videos as well. And I think that's it for today. If you like this video, don't forget to click thumbs up and subscribe to my channel as well. And I hope more and more people love British dialects, and hope you guys have a great day. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much. Bye!